Yeah, the unmute. Nice. And slow fade. Will it work? Oh, it works only on clicks. It doesn't allow to like slowly fade.
Too bad.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's kick it off because waiting is literally killing me. This is the first time I've been stressing at all on stream or before stream, mainly because today Łukasz is not here, which is unfortunate because Łukasz was always the master of hosting and keeping the stream, from the technical perspective. But today, thankfully, I'm not alone. With me is Szymon, who will co-host today's stream. So before we begin, let's maybe start with small introductions and explanation. What is the stream about? What we'll be doing, and what's the point? So, as every week, a lot has happened in the technological world, and thankfully, we have a bunch of great newsletters to keep us up to date with that. Thus, I'm starting to lose the words for continuation of thought. So it's not scripted. It's not really planned a lot. We will go through the newest tech, the newest updates, the newest changes. Maybe we'll code something. Maybe we'll test some new things. But 100% sure we will learn something and we will try to have fun. I'm Kevin, also queuing on any social media. Today with me is Szymon, as I mentioned. Szymon, would you like to say a couple of words about you?
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. My name is Shimon Rybczak, and I'm senior React developer at Callstack. You may know me from Twitter. I'm pretty active there, or X. Yeah, I'm posting a lot of stuff. Sometimes shit posting about React and React Native and AI lately. So yeah, happy to be here and yeah.
Awesome. And also today with us, Ryan, as always, great having you here. Let's see if I can. Yes, nice. I can show the comments. Hopefully, I didn't break anything. Nice. I didn't break anything.
Seems to work.
Yeah, like this is really stressful. I mean, now that I'm like clicking around and doing that, it doesn't seem that scary or that hard. But I kept hearing so many times about how complex the StreamYard is and how easy it is to like mess up the layouts. So it was kind of stressing me that I might by accident click something, break something, and the whole stream will be broken basically. So thankfully it didn't happen, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
So without further ado, maybe we should jump into the newsletter. What do you think?
Yeah.
Unless maybe just for to wait a bit for people to join in as well. Let's start with a nice icebreaker. How was your week?
Yeah, it's going fine. I This is the first week after my PTO. So last week I was spending really nice time with my colleagues in Spain,
Oh,
Malaga.
nice.
Yeah. So and also I found the perfect venue for React Universe Conf. So basically, we're organizing this conference, React Universe Conf, next week in Wrocław, Poland. There's gonna be a live stream too if you can't come there. And yeah, I was like walking around Gibraltar and visited some cave, and inside that cave there is like pretty cool show every like 15 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the vibe of it was really, really cool. Like I'm not into such things, and always when I go to like any museum, I just skip through and just go
Wait,
to
the
the
cave? You mean the
yeah, the
cave,
real
like actual?
cave, the real cave. And yeah, it was like cold there because like in Spain it's like pretty hot
Was it
nowadays.
the Cueva del Tesoro? No, it's no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no.
it was Saint Michael, I think, but not sure actually. Like my memory to such things is horrible, to be honest. So
Oh, there are surprisingly a lot of caves. Like, I
yeah,
thought I
yeah,
can quickly Google that, but apparently it's not a
yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, but it was really cool there. Like the temperature was much better in the cave than outside, and also like the all the lights were in purple, so matching our background. And
Ooh, nice.
there was like I don't know 300 seats. So like, bro, when I entered the space, I thought, you know what, I got a message. Gutek, who is the React
Uh,
Universe Conf organizer, and bro, we gotta do it next
it
year.
sounds quite awesome, honestly. And I would feel completely at home because like since we have those huge like high temperatures for like weeks now, me and my wife we started turning our home into basically a cave every day. So when the day starts, we cover all of the windows. We have those like reflective materials on the windows to lessen the amount of heat going into the apartment. We have fans and everything, so it's actually like a cave. So having a lot of fun here as well.
Yeah.
Uh, I would feel completely at home.
Yeah, office in such a place, like, it feels like from a movie, to be honest. Um, but yeah, maybe one
Oh
day.
my god!
Yeah, I
Yeah,
send you a tweet, so if you can share
yeah,
it with
yeah. Let's go into the sharing mode.
uh,
So
another
yeah,
view.
this
It
great.
worked perfect.
It worked first time. Okay, let's see. Switching. I tried to find the cave, and here, refuse non-essentials. That's the cave,
Yeah,
and it looks wow.
imagine like standing there in front of this like whole place filled with the
It was like an
people.
actual cave.
Sorry?
It was like an actual cave.
Yeah, it was. It was. I don't
Wow.
know why so many seats there. Like for this show, which happens throughout the whole day, like every 15 minutes. But maybe they're doing some events there.
Right.
Probably.
Like
But yeah,
I'm mainly surprised because like I'm surprised it's safe because like so many people talking and sound and everything, and there are those I keep forgetting the stalagmites, stalactites.
yeah, yeah. I don't know exact word in English for that, but yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. I didn't think of it actually when I was there. So yeah, but I'm alive still after being there. So I can recommend if you are in Gibraltar. Yeah, it requires like the downside of it. It requires quite a long hike. Yeah, like I don't know, 300 steps. And a colleague of mine who was there with me was in not the best mood back then when we were hiking there. But yeah, it was rewarding and yeah, it's like seeing monkeys like in the wild was also really interesting. So yeah, if you
Dang,
are in
quite a trip.
Spain, Malaga, like rent a car or anything and go there, it's really cool.
But no, so there are no tricks like to get there. You need to go through the stairs.
There is also like trolley or kolejka in
Okay,
Polish. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Yeah,
The,
but the queue there was like 1.5 hour, and I bought a SIM because like I couldn't use my personal SIM card there because it's technically UK. So yeah, I didn't want to pay some fare because of using my personal internet in other country outside of EU. So
yeah, it would be actually a good topic for one day, because I keep hearing more and more about those eSIMs and how convenient and good and nice they are, but I've never used any myself,
yeah.
and like I don't travel enough.
Yeah, I use it. Yeah, I use it only when traveling, especially to US, and it's really cool. Like, yeah, and
Maybe
yeah, like
next week on the conference you gotta show me how to set it up.
sure, it's like really easy to do it. So yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm old, and the technology is getting overwhelming for me.
Wow, for everyone, it's getting overwhelming.
You should have said you are not old, not.
No. Like, bro, I'm also getting old.
Come on,
Yeah.
you are getting old there than last year.
As
No.
everyone, like I just saw a photo from one of Callstack employees, and he sent like that he has a Twitter account for 15 years, and I was like, someone joked that, oh, I was like 3 back then, and or 4. I was like, yeah, that's true. People have the Twitter account for such a long time.
Yeah, you are one of the youngest developers I've met, honestly, and that's quite amazing. Like I think that by the way, let me just quickly, we have a confirmation from Tunisia as well. Hello, Hussam.
No.
Great having you here. I remember that my biggest like hitting a brick wall moment was when I learned that. How old were you when Skyrim was released?
I'm not sure when Skyrim was released, like
Okay.
2010 or
Skyrim release
2010
date.
or 2011.
2011.
Yeah, so I was like 5 back then.
Damn, that's wow.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, but you are a lot older for the re-releases, and there will be plenty of another re-releases, most probably remasters and remakes, because that's how we roll these days. But now let's jump into the newsletter. Today's newsletter, of course, the best newsletter out there this week in React, authored by Sebastian. And like I made a quick glance over it, but I tried not to, sneak peek. Today's newsletter is a little bit smaller than usual, I think, but maybe that was just my weird impression. And we have a hello from Poland as well, from Nazar. Good to have you here.
Cool.
Plenty of hellos. Oh, sorry, that was surprisingly super quick. Sorry, I'm a bit overreactive now.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, trying to calm down, trying to get into the groove. Yeah, it's really stressful. I'm surprised because my biggest stress also is that usually Łukasz is the one who is cold-headed a bit more, and I'm jumping from topic to topic, so he usually keeps me in check. But so I'm kind of afraid where the stream will go.
Nobody knows. And
so let's find out. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we also go through React news or just straight to React Native?
I think we can go through React, not that deep as for React Native, I guess, because we know some React, but we care most about React Native. At least me. I know that you, Kevin, were React developer, right?
Yeah, for quite a bit.
So yeah.
I was there when we had only class components, and clap your hands if you remember a term called I think it was smart components and dumb components, or intelligent components, something like that.
Yeah, I think I've read somewhere about them, but
quite an old concept. So basically, like intelligent components were the components that were able to they were processing the data in any way. Dumb components, they were not doing anything to data, just displaying that. And now that I think about it, I'm not sure why we even needed this type of distinguishing. But yeah, let's jump into it, and we start with the Nuqs. And honestly, I have no idea what Nuqs are. What Nuqs is?
I think that's a new library, or actually no, that's like 2.5 release, maybe.
So type-safe search params. Wait. Type-safe search params state manager for React. Big release. Wait, publish big. Okay, longer features, fix, improvement. Is that a? Oh no, that's a regular. Okay, I kind of thought this is the sponsored segment, but. So we have debounce, standard schema, key isolation, only render components when they're part of your changes. Experimental Callstack router support with type. Okay, I really have no idea what the Nuqs is.
Yeah, same. I would expect React frameworks to have such features, especially such frameworks like Next.js or Remix, but maybe that's a missing piece. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like, because I know that I have been using debounce, but I've been using debounce from the debounce library, right?
Yeah, same.
And I've been using also
same as Throttle
schema, but I was using the Zod. Yeah, exactly. The key isolation. Well, for that I was mainly using Jotai or Atom. Jotai Atom.
Zustand, you mean?
Yeah, no. The Jotai Atom, that's the full name.
Okay. Yeah.
Ryan says that I think our state is synchronized with the root query, and that kind of makes even more sense now.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Wait. So does it mean that you can?
Also, Kevin, can you bump the font here, because I need I need to zoom in, and I think people on mobile will also need to zoom in.
Oh wait! Oh no, I zoomed in the wrong. Okay, here. Zoom in. Perfect. Nice. Okay, good. Thanks for pointing that out. So, the schemas, we know what schemas are. The key isolation is
we can test it on the website. Let's see, where is the demo?
Oh, you can test it on their website.
Playground. In the header you have Playground.
Okay, Playground. Let's go. Examples of demos of Nuqs in action. Let's go
Yes,
straight.
you have like the URL bar hidden, so we won't see the query params.
Oh yeah. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I need to actually.
Probably share the screen.
I need to share full screen because that's
Yeah.
actually kind of interesting.
Okay, now we will see the
Share
whole
screen, entire screen share. Okay.
Cool.
A peek behind the curtain. I have this week in React and the Xcali Draw, the best resource for everything.
True.
That's a small recommendation. If you, like, I've used Xcali Draw so many times for so many presentations and everything.
Have you tried Teardra? It's another cool tool written in React.
No, that's the
Really?
first time I hear. Yeah, I stick to, like, usually I just learn one tool and I stick to it.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
I've never tried anything else, and like this is, I like this simple and
Teardra. It's for me. It's even more simple. Like, I love Xcali too, but I use like Teardra more because like it's more simple to me.
Okay.
Even if I have like extra math lessons, I use Teardra with my teacher.
So like, okay, actually, you know what? Let's check it out. If you could.
T like Tom, L like Lottie.
Teardra.
Yeah, exactly.
A very good free whiteboard. Oh, it actually looks like Xcali Draw.
Yeah, and these both tools are written in React, and you know, like I think they have some nice sharing options. So if you like copy, for example, these three rectangles and paste it to Xcali, it will work perfectly. I think so.
Wait, copy.
But I can be mistaken.
Paste. Allow.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, because I might be because I have.
It's black
dark,
border on.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. So I thought that it will work. That they're.
But still, something to check out as well.
Yeah.
But especially because it's free, and well, I don't want to sound, cheap, but I love free stuff. That is great.
Free is a fair price now.
Yeah. But anyways, let's go back to the tic-tac-toe. And so what we can see here is that here's the query. All right. And after clicking something, we have a query with a board. And from that, we can fill out a whole thing.
So the URL is
stored in the URL. Yeah. So, back forward buttons to where are the back forward buttons? Oh,
there you go.
That's fun. But wait, but it's still a single page application, right? This is still SPA or not?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's re-rendering just this part, but still, okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
So there is a cell.
And like making URLs a source of truth is always cool because like you could copy the URL, send it to me, and I have the same state as you. So yeah, for some of the apps, it makes a ton of sense.
Oh, you're right. I can just. Oh wow! So we can just actually play tic-tac-toe by just sending each other links.
Yeah. I don't think that's the best way to play
well, it's not really optimized, but
yeah, but it'll work. Technically, it has the ability. Also, interesting case to.
But I.
Example.
But I gotta admit that it's the code is quite complex for a small game, but I assume that they are actually, because query state, okay, and the game engine. The game engine uses game parser, which is described here and created here.
Yeah.
So the logic is created inside the parser, okay, and it returns to. Oh, and you can also. But why would you serialize it?
To save it in URL, I guess, and vice versa.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, I'm sounding silly
No
because of course,
worries. No worries.
if I click here, I need to serialize it and send it as a parameter. But
Yeah.
if I now refresh the page, I need to take the data and use it as an object.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's go to pagination. Integer page index with server-side rendering. Pagination control. Oh, this is the product list. Okay. Yeah, sorry, because I have like zoomed in 150%. And it's kind of confusing for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I have let's set it to 1 second on the server side. Wait, what do you mean pagination controls on the, okay. So pagination controls on the server side or on the server rendered now. Okay, and when it's client rendered.
Can you switch pages now?
Oh, okay, I get it. Because like when it's server rendered, the pagination controls look how bad they work. They refresh only with the updated state from.
Okay, it's
on the
waiting
server.
for the request to
Yeah.
to debug. So yeah, it's making a.
Yeah. But when pagination control are on here, we can easily just change it.
Yeah.
And switch. Okay, that's fun. So let's call it simplified pagination with handling. Sure. Thank you. But I don't really understand why it's a separate. Oh, it's a separate thing because I'm setting it here.
Yeah. Like they're using.
See, that's my problem, because I was writing in React, but like it's still, I would say it's still a different mindset than writing in things like PHP or jQuery, where you use like params set in URLs much more, I think. Like React was super famous for having a state. So I was rarely even interested in parameters passed through URLs.
Yeah, but for some websites, as I said before, it makes a ton of sense, and like for search or for other controls, it makes.
Okay, now we have also the. Well, that's just a showing off.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait, now I'm being dumb. Okay, I take it back. That's kind of impressive.
What do you mean?
Well,
I see that the URL bar is updating.
Yeah, the URL bar is updating.
That's
But
cool. But yeah, I mean, like that. I think the motivation behind this library is to make the life easier with such like simple but still like things that are used in.
Yeah. Sorry. I got surprised because when I went back, navigated back, I thought that I'm gonna be navigating through all of the colors changed.
Yeah, that would be long.
Yeah, that was naive. Okay, that's fun. Batching, random coordinates. By the way, where is the batching?
I think, yeah, when these update in different times, you can send one update to the search, like URL bar. I guess that's what's it about, right?
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wait, so we can set that unless their demo in this part is. Wait, okay, that I don't really get this part because we are setting this, setting that.
Okay, promise cached.
Oh, okay. So the trick is here to click a couple of times. No, they're still updating nicely. state is collect and batched into one. Yeah, okay, that's what you said, basically.
Yeah.
So we are setting that in two separate setters, but I think I don't understand why then search to string.
Can you scroll down a bit?
Yeah. Maybe we need the console for that.
Yeah, can be. You have like console debugging in the left bottom corner, right?
Yeah, but it's still required. Let me see.
Okay.
Console. Yeah. Okay, we can
You
see
gotta
it here.
you gotta bump the font size here in the console if you can, because it's like extremely slow.
Yeah, but it doesn't even show that something was awaited. Like there's nothing with awaited.
Yeah. I think this is what I said basically.
Yeah. But that what I don't understand in this example is that okay, no, okay, I'm
now you understand, right?
That's a bit above me. Yeah, I understand what was happening. I just don't understand that. Where is the parser? No, I'm trying to understand. Like, is it automatically batching those parameters based on the fact that they are triggered in a function?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's waiting for those two to resolve. I think.
Okay.
That would be my guess after looking at the thing. But yeah, I could be mistaken too.
So yeah, I mean, so overall, the Nuqs looks quite dope. Time-safe search params state manager for React. I guess and now I'm not trying to be mean now. I guess that's what I'll be using next time I'm gonna be doing anything with search params.
Absolutely.
Because it looks quite nice. But before we go through, let me reshare my screen. Yeah, but I've gotta be safe. Gotta be safe out there.
It is what it is now.
Okay, now we're closer. Okay, so there was Nuqs. React Context Selectors RFC update. That's a mouthful. React. How? Because these are PRs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Sebastian is looking at a few repos and he's spotting some of the PRs very early. So that's why he has all these like fancy new exciting things, and these are cool. Probably some of these probably will be announced in ReactConf like in 2 months. Yeah.
React Docs, new documentation teaching on how to pass values and listen to events. I just want to look at it because I am huge. I am a huge fan of nice documentation.
Yeah, React docs are next level. Like, I talked with Don Abramov some time ago, and I was chatting with him about how much effort is required for him to work on docs, but it was worth it. I think so. Like the quality of the docs, like next level.
Yeah, like all of the concepts are nicely explained, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
And of course, since it's React, all of that can be interactive, which is also quite dope.
Absolutely.
But this was okay. So this is new documentation how to pass values and list to events on. Custom HTML element. I gotta be honest. I never understood the idea of custom HTML components.
Yeah, I mean,
that's amazing that we can do that, because when you are writing a framework or something like that, I bet it improves. you can simplify a lot of stuff. But
I think that there is some ideas that you understand only when you truly need it. Like,
oh yeah,
there can be some ideas that cool, that they exist, but it clicks for you when you truly need it, and that can be one of the cases. But components.
Oh, but you can also event. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. We were talking with Łukasz last week, that a lot of those announcements and like new stuff, these are those things that there are only a couple of people that will look at that and be like, oh, finally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally, I don't have to pre-build something that only I need. That's super fun.
Yeah.
Remix v3 will explore a new JSX-based component model, not based on Preact anymore.
Interesting.
Honestly, if you could tell me something about Preact or Remix, I would love to hear it, because I have no experience with those two.
Yeah, I never played with Remix that much, to be honest. Like, I'm sometimes reading tweets about it, sometimes watching talks about it, and also like was reading documentation about Remix. But about Preact, to be honest, like, no idea. Like, I know that it exists, and I think it offers like really good performance. But I was always focused about like Next.js when I was playing with React itself or Vite.
Yeah, Vite also used. It's amazing, super fast. And that's actually funny, because Vite, if I remember correctly, it means fast in French, I think.
Yeah. It's not pronounced Vite, it's Vite.
Vite.
I think, or yeah.
It was Preact and Remix.
Yeah.
So that's the remix.
The name itself is really funny, because like when you type remix everywhere, you won't see remix, this remix. And also the co-founder of Remix is called Michael Jackson. Like, really, he's called Michael Jackson. So like when you type remix Michael Jackson, it won't appear either.
Okay, just got it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But oh wow, what?
Was it intentional? I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
You got.
They got me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if there's Michael Jackson hiding somewhere here, where I can just confirm what you said. One thing gotta say out of the gate, their website, very nice, modern looking, fresh.
It is.
With remix, without remix. Okay, but see, I'm not a fan of these types of presentations, because I know it looks flashy, but say goodbye to spin again and nested roots.
Yeah, I somehow understand what you mean, but still, you gotta put something on the landing page.
Yeah. I mean, it looks flashy, it looks great, but I think that one of the problem with developers is that I don't really care about flashy present. I mean, of course, it's nice having that. Grzegorz Mandziak says Remix is now React Router 7.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because like the authors of Remix are the same guys who created React Router, and React Router runs like a lot of websites. So
wait, so that might be a silly question, but so what does Next have
as a router?
Yeah,
app router. Like they're not using React Router. They're using their abstraction, which right now is file based.
But so what does Expo use? Because
they use Expo Router, like.
But the idea and working with file structured.
Like to be honest, React Router is not based. It's not file based. I think they were experimenting with some of the ideas, but I think like it's not that you add a file and it's a new route. Like Next.js started with the idea of file-based routing. Then of course we have Expo Router and a few others like Waku is also, or maybe Nuqs.
I will always say that I have mixed feelings about the approach of file-based routing. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I would say that I love it. It's simple. It's readable. It's cool. But at the same time, do you know why I dislike Angular, for instance?
I have no idea.
Because this is a convention over configuration. Like when you go into Angular project, I know that they sometimes have those like XML files and other like configuration files that you can read how the project is set up, but it's usually done by convention. So you know a convention, just like with this app router, right? That for instance, if something is in the brackets, not brackets, in parentheses, then it's grouped, right? If something is underscored, then something else happens. So these are those like conventions that you have to know about and keep. And for now, it's simple, it makes sense, but I just hate when too much auto magic is happening.
Yeah.
Because you can't read.
I gotcha. Like
there is more and more stuff that you just have to know that, or you have to read about it. You can't just open a project, go through the project and be like, okay, that's how it builds, that's how it works, that's what renders this, and stuff like that. It's more of you just need to know what happens. And
true. For beginners, or like it's like the simple. The rules are simple, but still you gotta learn it. Especially for mobile navigation, it's a bit harder.
That's
like tags and all the things. So yeah, like I'm a huge fan of like, for example, static API, and I think React Router is very similar to what React Navigation is doing. Like the idea is similar. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of like static API from React Navigation, but still I worked in a few projects, even my personal ones, which are leveraging App Router, and I can work with them. So
I mean, because for now, App Router has like, I don't know, 3 rules you need to know about. 3 or 4. So that's for now. I'm not against it, but like yesterday or 2 days ago, apparently there is this weird issue that is very like sneaking up on us because of AI. That apparently the employment rate increased for mid and senior level developers, and juniors have more problem finding a job, right? Because of AI, AI can write a lot of like entry level code, and a lot of like today I said that it's good with making big changes that are simple, but it sucks in making small change that is complex.
Yeah, true. And like I understand fully this trend. And like I as a developer with some years of experience, I know how to, if the change is good or not. And for juniors, they don't know. And if they start from web coding or like tabbing and just prompting and fix it, bro. They will make it work.
But my like the problem is that of course it will work.
But
two things. Sorry. Go ahead.
They won't learn it. Like
exactly.
If you are not technical person and you do not aspire to be a programmer and you would like to create something like for your use case, whatever, then cool, go like use Bolt, V0, any other like Cursor AI, whatever, and just vibe code it and take leverage of the AI and use it. That's really cool, but for programmers,
Yeah, and the main problem is that after a while of having this approach, since mids and seniors are preferred because of their experience, like on the work experience, right? Because we've seen a lot of stuff. We know how to fix stuff. Like we have this intuition, right? After plenty of years of working.
I believe so. At least.
I hope so. But so there is this problem that if you don't open, if the market is not opened for juniors, then at some point you're gonna run out of the mids and seniors. And what about the juniors?
Yeah. True. Like we'll see. Maybe AI will replace all of us. I'm just kidding, but yeah, like it's for sure. Like I wouldn't like to be junior right now. Like for people entering the market, it's gonna be hard.
Currently, even with all of those crazy advanced AI models and crazy advanced techniques and everything, I hate that often AI is great at writing a shit code and then serving it underneath a bunch of syntactic sugar.
Yeah.
It basically sugarcoats it that you look at that and you think, oh wow, this makes complete sense. Like, wow, that's I wouldn't write it like that, but it makes sense. But then turns out that there's like some logical issue that you didn't notice because the code seemed okay. And I've been through that so many times. It's very, very annoying because the problem is that when you are working with developers, even when they are designing the simplest solution, they always have this, entirety of project in mind, at least. Even if that's vague, they still know what type of frameworks we use, libraries, potential consequences of the changes and everything. But when you are using AI, you give it only the context window. And nothing behind that context window exists. And that's the problem.
And exactly. And, like there are some people who have no idea what is context window and are chatting with the full context window, and, they're asking new topics and the context window is already full. Like to sum up, like the AI, like for sure, developers who are using it can be more productive. And I see like sometimes I wouldn't figure out the way AI suggested me that even though I'm doing React Native for a few years already. So yeah, experiment with that for sure and take like play with it.
Yeah. Everything with a grain of salt.
Exactly. It doesn't cost much, so.
Okay, but going back to the newsletter. Yeah, sorry. That's why Łukasz usually like brings back my attention.
Yeah. I mean, like this live stream is all about off topics.
Kind of.
I have even no idea how we went from like Preact to AI developers.
And wow, honestly, I have no idea. But going back, there's Remix. Because I asked what. ADHD talk, exactly.
Never mind. Like
let's going back to swiftly going back to the newsletter. Let's maybe speed up a bit through the React part to jump into the React Native, where both of us have a little bit more expertise. So React use transition and state update reordering. Cool. Reflection. What?
A reflection, like Leader Beanston recently left Versailles. It's a good read.
Okay.
Leader Beanston is like I think I don't need to introduce him. Like he did a great job on Next.js. Amazing job actually. Next.js and React.
Okay, I completely misunderstood because I thought I thought about reflections like as in the code,
Nah, too deep.
Yeah, reflections on React community. Wow, what tool is this? Yeah, but it doesn't. Okay, clock that doesn't snap. challenge of displaying the current time in a statically rendered React page that gets hydrated. Oh, okay. I mean, that's doable, but sounds like a fun premise.
Oh,
Okay.
and I see that they have the URL bar from Arc. I was using Arc for some time. And when you're opening localhost and port, there is this bluish header with some cool things for developers, and I see that they've embedded that to the website itself. Nice.
That's dope.
Oh
nice. Well, honestly, that kind of excites me because I have a small plan for writing an article. I'm gonna give a small theoretical sneak peek, because I want to write an article about Reanimated.
Oh, nice.
Because I talked with a couple of people who are behind Reanimated, and I asked them, because I came up with quite a nice, simplified way for writing complex animations.
So is it possible for animated, or is it like another idea to do animations?
This is basically more like a craft code.
Okay.
It's a craft code. Like it's I just had recently a couple of animations to write, and we are trying to use less and less shared values. And I came up with a technique to use just one shared value, but have a quite complex animation with like steps and everything. And I was thinking about writing, because Reanimated, I love this library. Like the more I learn it, the more like ways of writing animations I figure out, the more techniques, and it kind of bridges this gap between technicality and art. And I'm just a huge fan. So
yeah, everyone is using Reanimated.
Yeah. So I'm going to be writing an article about how to make great animations that are just nicely contained in the logic and readable, and how to approach that. But going back to the newsletter, I'm really sorry. Globally managed toast, okay. React server components in React Router. React concurrent features, unlocking web workers with React. Who wrote it? Web workers. I've never learned about web workers.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list too.
Like this is kind of like web. Just random question. If anyone from the audience knows the answer, please also help me. But are web workers basically something like worklets in React Native?
I think the idea is the same. I don't know how it's the implementation, but the idea is the same, to move something to do not block the UI thread.
Okay, so you basically take JS code, you put it aside, and you can still display everything. But
the idea is simple, like the implementations and like the ability for the end app developers to implement it and to take advantage of that is the
Yeah, because quite a long time ago, I tried, I enrolled in Google. Oh, sorry, I need to enlarge that a bit. I enrolled in Google online workshops for JavaScript developers, and a lot of first lessons were about web workers, and I think that I started this topic way too soon because I couldn't wrap my head around it at all.
So
and I have
were you a developer back then, or were you working?
I was starting.
Then,
I was starting.
Okay.
I was I was barely starting out with React, and I think I had half a year work experience back then. And suddenly going from React and to pure JavaScript with web workers, I couldn't understand that. But in the same time, it seemed like a very powerful thing to learn. So yeah. Side
Absolutely.
note, maybe one day we can also go through web workers, because that's quite interesting topic. React concurrent features and overview, unlock. Oh yeah, we went through. Packages, videos. 1 hour into the live stream, let's talk about React Native.
Yeah, but we've covered some few interesting topics.
Yeah. Ryan says, with web workers, we can run scripts in background threads. Yeah, so it's basically like worklets.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like worklets, React Native worklets on web. The idea is the name is even the same. So yeah, React Native finally.
Yeah, let's take a break. let's not take a break. Just a quick hydration.
Yeah.
If anyone in the audience have ADHD, that's a small tip for you. One of the biggest struggles with ADHD is drinking enough water. So after you drink a glass, refilling it seems like a huge struggle. So find a bottle with 2.4 liters, and you fill it in the morning, and you just know that by the end of the day, you need to drink the whole thing. I was drinking water. I just refilled it before the stream.
Okay. I was about to ask. Yeah. Did you start a morning at 4 p.m. or did you drink only that amount? But yeah, every time I see Kevin and we are on some call or meeting in person, I see this bottle, like, bro.
And I always try to drink sideways to the camera to flex a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Refreshed. Let's dive into it.
Cool.
So, React Native Expo Launch.
Yeah.
Introducing Expo Launch.
Cool. It's really cool. Like, now we have like a lot of ways to vibe code the mobile apps. Like, I believe there is more than 10 startups doing so. Like text to React Native app. Like vibe code, like Bolt. I don't know what else. Like a lot. Michelangelo or something. And these people probably never deployed an app to App Store or Play Store. And it makes a ton of sense for Expo because these apps are mainly Expo, which are web coded. Their Expo is also, like, I think partnering somehow, like probably supporting like Replit, Bolt, and others providers. So this is really cool. Like, you pass, as far as I understand, from the title from the newsletter, you just pass the URL to GitHub, and with one click you deploy it, and that's really, really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, see, that contradicts so many things about what I know about all of those.
Yeah, like provision profile setup in
exactly. Like having to have those accounts specifically set up for something and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's a pain, but
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, like every time I'm touching it, like, like I feel a lot of satisfaction when I got it working, especially with like some bigger apps with like few groups, tester groups on test flight. There are some things that you can't automate, and you need at the end of the day go to the App Store Connect and click through this this laggy dashboard. But yeah, like for the people who want to go from idea, for example, in hackathon, perfect scenario, on hackathons, go from idea to through vibe coding the app to publishing it probably in an hour or even less for the internal distribution, up to some amount of users, I think 10K, throughout by sharing the link. It's really cool. You don't need to wait for the App Store to share the first version, and then you can set up OTA and you can basically ship.
That's That's amazing. Like, if I can do like a small sidetrack, but related to that. By the way, Grzegorz asks, didn't use worklets outside of RRA, React Reanimated? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But can worklets be long-running threads in React Native? Not sure. I mean, they are mostly designed to offload the...
The current word. I don't know if Grzegorz meant like running in the background threads, for example, like when you close the app.
No, like long-running threads. Let's say, oh, you want to write an app that generates images. So you press generate, right? So would you push that generation? Just talking completely abstract, of course. So would you keep that on main JS thread, or would you push it to worklet so user can still walk around the app while the image is being generated in the background? So it's a long-running task, right? And to answer, I have no idea.
Yeah, I would say yes, but you need to verify it.
Yeah.
Kevin says no, I say yes.
I say I don't. I say I'm not sure.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
I know that worklets are like designed to offload the work and to speed up the UI thread, but
yeah, I think that's
what I think so. So it could be difference between worklets and web. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, because I do imagine web workers, after looking briefly on the implementation on the like a couple of minutes ago, you can attach like listeners and events and stuff like that. So I imagine that if we open ChatGPT and we click generate or ask to generate an image, we can still use entire web like browser, but after some time we can just get a notification saying, oh, your image is finished.
Yeah.
So it can be, I mean, of course, I know that this is being generated on somewhere backend, like, but still.
Or if you use like local LLMs.
Yeah, but that's a different topic.
That's whole another topic.
Yeah, that's whole another topic. But what I wanted to say about that specifically, one of the greatest things that helped me learn a lot and like get very comfortable as a developer was to use Vercel with Next, and like their free tier that allows you to just create an app, deploy it, and actually use it. It gave me such a confidence boost. And, because it's one thing learning how to write an app, how to make an app, how to debug it and stuff like that. That's, that's the core skill, I'd say. But knowing how to get that app from basically your drawer and release that to broader audience, that's a great skill to have. And I don't know a lot of people who released their apps. I'm one of those people. I never released an app, like, by myself, right? I've been a part of team who released an app. I've been a part of team who maintained an app, but me myself, I've never went through all of those steps to check that out. And I feel like this can give you such a huge amount of experience that
totally. And there are like
great.
There are like, people who don't care about this flow. They just want to make their app accessible to everyone, or to some group, and they just they have an app, and they want to have this process as easy as possible.
Yeah, that's why this is great, because this allows you to, because in IT there are so many specializations. Like, one of my most hated and beloved, and by that I mean I love people who do that because they are such a rare breed, DevOps.
I I was about to ask if this.
I hate DevOpsing. I hate DevOps. Like every time you can give me the most messy code base there is with 10 different languages, and I will figure it out somehow. But give me a web panel, like a dashboard with a couple of things, and oh my God, please never, when I click something, it asks me, are you sure you want to do it? Like, this might cause additional costs. Like, no, by just clicking it, did I just ruin the company? And I hate it. I really hate it. So thanks to that, thanks to stuff like that from Expo, you can be a developer who knows how to code and how to make great things. And sorry, I got super confused for a second. And then just go straight to releasing. And that's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, like the amount of the time that you need to spend to deploy your first app is getting lower and lower, and that's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if you are aware of now, like now CLI tool, like sometime like few years ago, I wasn't even developer, but I love the idea of this CLI tool. Basically, if you had some...
1 second, Shimon, excuse me for a second, because ladies and the gentlemen, we have a mystery guest. So let me put on a little bit of nice music to announce.
Is it Łukasz?
No, Łukasz is just somewhere on his vacation. So, ladies and gentlemen, one and only Mike. Should I add? And voila!
Yay!
Hello.
Kevin, you always intimidate me with those beautiful introductions, to be very honest with you. Every single time.
It's fun. Great having you here. Super cool that you joined.
Yeah.
Hopefully you didn't join because you were like, oh, these guys are like out of control.
Struggling.
I need to help them.
Struggling too much.
No.
Like Shimon is struggling to keep Kevin on a leash. He's jumping from one topic to another.
No. I was watching you guys. I was on my way home and I couldn't wait to join. So keep going. I'll just listen and ask a few questions.
Okay.
I love your outfits. I see you are having the black theme. Unfortunately, I'm green, but I'll try to.
Yeah, like I always try to keep colors only to my tattoos and to my body, because thanks to that, I know how to wash my clothes. Like I just take all of the things that just everything for black clothes, and I can't break anything. So that's my strategy. It's kind of like when you have a suit, and only color to the suit is like socks. This is the and the word I lost the word. But going back to the topic, that's amazing that Expo has now tools that allow you to just be a developer, but still launch an app in easy, accessible way. Because like this is usually very hard, taking this one additional step to push your app from your emulator into your real device and then into other people's devices. This is usually very hard, complex, annoying, and stressful because people are scared of either the costs or having to maintain stuff. So having that taken out of your responsibilities, that's just amazing. And I hope that I'm going to use that, because there are a couple of app ideas I have that I would like to release, but not gonna lie, having like the thought of setting up test flight and all of the other, so many tools to release an app, it was scaring me. So I'm extremely excited for that.
Yeah, same.
So what are the ideas, Kevin, that you
I can't say it out loud because then they will be stolen. I have a couple of ideas. I have some ideas I bet that most of those ideas are. No, see, I'm so proud of those ideas that I can't just say them out loud. I can tell you about my ideas next week on the conference.
Too bad.
You're gonna be on the conference.
Yeah, sure. But,
yeah, so you're gonna hear about my app ideas.
Gotcha.
And okay, so this is the Expo Launch. Very excited for that. And continuing through.
Speaking of the conference, I see the first title in this section, and I see Mike Grabowski there. I wonder who is that guy.
What a surprise!
It is actually one of the very few times, if not the only time, somebody actually uses my last name in any kind of announcement. Yeah.
Nice.
10 years and beyond.
So excited for this panel.
Yeah, me too. But you know what's funny? For past month, I was pretty sure that I'm going to be the host, not the guest, because this grid right now on the screen used to be just one row, horizontal, and it will only fit 4 people, and I was the 5th. I didn't see myself. So when they were announcing the panel with me, I was like, okay, I'm not a guest. I'm just gonna be the host. And then somebody tells me, oh yeah, you can actually scroll this, and then you're there. I'm like, okay, guys, we gotta change this to 2 rows. Otherwise, there's no way we can see that. So yeah, turns out I'll be on the panel too. It will be pretty fun to kick off some old memories of React Native from 10 years ago. It's crazy.
Dive into the past.
Yeah, 10 years, quite a lot.
Yeah.
So wait, Szymon, how old were you when React Native?
19. Oh, actually, I saw recently a tweet from Mike Grabowski, and he was asking people what was their first React Native version that they touched, and what was yours? Like Mike, probably 0.10 or something.
Actually, I don't even know how to check it. I was talking to Pieszchała, like, how do I even check this? Like project?
Yeah. I've checked my oldest personal project that I
have. First of all, I regularly remove old projects from GitHub. Yeah, I know that's maybe that might be silly. Second of all, I regularly forget to push my repos onto the remote repository. I know that's another silly thing. And third of all, when I was starting developing stuff and like being a programmist, GitHub wasn't that popular. So it took me a while to learn how to use GitHub, and plenty of my initial projects didn't have GitHub.
I'm looking at it. I have a fork of a React Native carousel from June 9, 2015, and the React Native is 0.4.
Oh, wow.
It is deep. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy.
Okay, kind of piqued my interest. I'm gonna check the. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm actually posted as we speak. This is insane. Are we that? I'm that old. Fuck. Not good.
Okay, I found it. So my first used React version was actually 0.70.
React or React Native?
React Native 7.0.
Really?
Yeah.
Was your first? But you used to be a React developer, right? So.
Yeah. I worked more with React, and I see that after starting to work with React Native, I was so confident that I won't be using React anymore that I removed all of my old repos. But well,
So 040, right? June 2015. So that's 3 months after open sourcing, right? The open sourcing was like in March or May.
Wait, so what were the capabilities of like those first versions?
I don't know. I don't remember, but the project I was working on was React Native Carousel, and the other one was Card.io wrapper. So there was already native module system that was for scanning your debit cards and making some payments. Yeah, it was pretty insane. I remember this yellow, this green border. Yeah, whatever. When you were using your camera to scan for the card, so pretty insane, pretty wild. 040, crazy stuff. I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe it's already 10 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine what will be in like another 10 years.
Oh, wow. 10 years. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay. No, I just realized that like 10 years, it's like that's how long, that's my career. But so you started working with React Native when I didn't even know what is console log. That kind
You
of,
didn't even know what is console log.
yeah, that long ago you started working with React Native.
You know, in Polish language, there is this proverb. I will try to say it in English. Are you bragging or complaining?
Well, I'm not sure because I didn't know what is a console log, but because I was using println.
so rather the latter, right?
Yeah, that was the time when I was using Java before I learned the script part.
Okay, so complaining.
Yeah, like with my skills, so I started with C++. Then I decided, Java will be better suit, and then maybe JavaScript. And that's where I stayed, and it has been fun ever since.
Yeah. Grzegorz said in the chat that his first version was 0.17. Crazy.
Yeah, actually, Grzesiek would be 0.402 if he listened to me and started working at Callstack 10 years ago. But took him 10 years to realize that was the right decision, and then he made the move. So,
well, he wanted for React Native to be old enough to drink. And maybe. I know this joke would land better if his first version would be 0.18, but
right.
Okay. Going back for a second to the newsletter.
Yeah.
Wait, these are the discussions?
Yeah. RFCs probably, or discussion with GitHub. Pre-builds are already using SPM, although apps are still using Capots. Yeah. I was playing with the pre-builds.
Sorry, I have to interrupt. I'm just gonna show this comment to make sure for the record he agrees with me. Back to you, Shimon.
Yeah, I was playing with pre-builds over the weekend, and it's really, really cool that we have them on iOS. Like currently, like I can't make coffee because like it compiles so fast.
Aww.
Like seriously. Like,
so are you bragging or complaining again?
It will be the title of this live stream.
Oh, no. Actually, by the way, it's great to have both of you here now, because now I can finally ask a question that we with Łukasz we had last week, and from what I heard, the similar question was also 2 weeks ago. Why pre-builds weren't a thing for such a long time? Why just now? Why pre-compiled stuff is starting to like gain traction only now?
Yeah, it was hard to implement. That's the answer. Like the pre-builds were on Android for a long time already, but on iOS it was always like hard to implement. Don't ask me about the details, but yeah, probably Cocoa Pods didn't help in that. So taking into account that like we are migrating to SPM, which is Swift Package Manager, for those who don't know. Like probably it helps that these pre-builds are distributed with SPM. That's my guess. And
Because
yeah.
I'm mainly asking because, like, most of the time when I was running builds, and when most of people I think are running builds, it's building constantly similar or even same packages, right, over and over again. So what was this like missing piece to having those precompiled stuff being there? Like, what's the thing that's actually changing from one app to another?
In the React Native Core, or
I mean, I'm not sure because I wasn't really thinking about it before, and now that they announced it, I started just wondering.
Yeah, we were wasting basically a lot of time waiting for the React Native and all the libraries to compile every time with the like user app. So now like we don't need to wait for them, and we never needed to wait for them, but that was the implementation back then, unfortunately. But the future looks really bright, and good that we have them now. It's better later than never.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I was just confused about that because I don't have like the biggest experience with those more native stuff. That's why I'm not sure. So, Mike, care to add to add something to that?
I think Shimon covered it pretty nicely.
Oh, okay.
But also, to be honest with you, sometimes it's just a matter of focus as well. Like there is always something to work on. There is always some problem to solve and some other priorities to solve.
Okay.
So I think there will be even more interesting things to work on in the future. Like even, take a look at the Expo Launch. I think one of the reasons why it became obvious and quite necessary this is needed was surely the wave of AI-generated mobile apps. And
oh, right, yeah. Makes
people
sense.
complaining, right? And every time I would speak to somebody working on those vibe coding applications, they would tell me the problem is distribution. That's why we prefer web. And, seems like Expo is working on solving that particular problem, and hence they created that.
Well, Mike, not gonna lie, you kinda squashed my excitement. Because from my perspective, I my first thought is that looking from my perspective, right? So I was like, yay, finally releasing apps a little bit easier. But now what you said is very true, that possibly because of that, with relation to AI, maybe like this will be an outlet to a lot of AI generated slop hitting the stores, which kind of saddens me.
I wouldn't call it a slop, but it is very likely on the other hand.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to put everything in the same basket. Not everything is a slop, but just like my experience with AI is very mixed, from amazing, great stuff and great reviews and great code to code that was hiding a lot of shit under the sugar. So I'm not sure. I'm confused what to think about that. But anyways, that's let's jump onto the next topic. So those were the RFCs, and these are the articles.
Actually, like let's spend some time on the Jest one. I didn't know about this one
Okay.
actually coming, but it's really cool. Yeah, I would support this RFC, to be honest, because like I used VTest in few projects and what made you laugh?
Yeah, because Vitess doesn't use Jest, right? Or does it use Jest?
No, it doesn't. It has it has like the API, like the migration from the Jest to VTest is really easy.
So
the
what
API
what made me laugh was
cool.
that I thought you are for that proposal because but you're like, nah, I don't need it. Let's get rid of that. That's why it made me laugh.
Yeah, VTest is really cool. So like as always, it's nice to have a.
I do agree. Like with VTest, I usually hated setting up tests. Writing tests is a different story. Setting up tests was always a pain. When I tried out VTest, I think I added like a couple of small files and everything was working right out the gate. I was blown away.
Yeah, all these ESM, CommonJS issues, I think they've solved it really nicely. I don't know, like I didn't use really VTest with React Native. I know that we have some projects coming in this area. Not sure what I can say publicly, Mike. And I know that someone is cooking from our R&D or incubator team about this one. So to don't spoil the idea before we release, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't spoil the appetite. People
I'll be
are
right
cooking.
back because I have to take one phone call.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, something is coming in this area.
I'm gonna also, just for my own stress, I'm gonna just mute Mike just for, because I never know what is being heard and what works, what doesn't work. Like once we started the stream and we were like officially on this, we are starting soon. But then I learned that apparently for 5 minutes I was just on the stream, like my face was on, people could see me kind of like preparing for the stream.
Like, it's always scares me, and it was really, I was really scared about this one when I used to have like online school, like because of COVID, and we couldn't attend the school in person, and like sitting 9 hours in the call, pretty much, or I don't know, 9 hours, but still 6 hours. There will be always a scenario that you didn't mute. And the amount of the funny stories that happens during that time, people going to the toilet and muting themselves.
Once in my previous company, like we almost had a situation that was in the office. So we had a company meeting, right? And our CEO was mic'd, like on the remote mic, and he went to the toilet and they didn't mute him. So thankfully, nothing like weird or funny happened. But this was a moment where everyone was like, oh my God, please don't sing, don't whistle, don't.
Yeah.
So all we could hear was that after like flush and he exited and was like, mute your mic. And just, oh.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Like, very stressful.
Always scares me.
Yeah, it is. Am I mutated? Am I muted? I wanted to turn this. Yeah, I wanted to turn this into a sickness. Am I mutitis?
Yeah. I see that Grzegorz is motivating Mike to release the library, and cool. Yeah, I like it. So I'm waiting for the tweet.
There's another proposal implementing missing CSS filters on iOS. iOS has missing CSS filters?
Yeah, actually, really big kudos to Nishan, who has like really nice nickname on GitHub. I met Nishan in person.
Intergalactic Space Highway.
Yeah, he's nowadays working at Expo, and yeah, he's bringing everything that is missing to React Native. So I really love it. And
Wait, drop shadow? Drop shadow is what?
yeah,
See,
there are like
I'm so confused sometimes. Like the. Oh no, okay. Now I'm being dumb. The box shadow works. The drop shadow, I'm not sure.
yeah, but not yeah.
I'm
It
back.
Oh, so
looks
this is
cool.
what drop shadow. Okay.
Actually, Mike, did you release their library in the meantime?
No. I had a phone call. I always say I'm on a meeting and I will call back. And it's to the point that I feel like people will think I'm using this as an excuse.
Because you
I
are
was
always
literally
on
on another meeting right now. But I already told the guy a few hours ago I'll call him back after the meeting, which I didn't do. So this time I was like, okay, I do have to go back because this is an important thing. So, yeah.
Yes, I sometimes have problems trying to explain. Like, for instance, my grandparents. Like, try to explain to them. Yeah, I'm doing the stream on Thursday. So I just started saying that I'm running on Audition, like radio Audition,
Okay, yeah.
to make it more relatable and more understandable.
Now that you can understand.
Yeah, like because I'm doing the stream, like the what? The stream on Twitch, like YouTube.
I had the same story when I was explaining how meetups work, and it's like 100 people meet in some office, free food, and they talk about technology. Like, yeah.
Yeah, with my parents, they would be complete. Like my family, everyone would be lost at free food. Nah, there is no such thing. No.
Free beer? No. Yeah.
So where's the catch? There must be a catch. Oh, that's actually super cool that there will be more CSS filters. Like honestly, one of the most, it's constantly when the project is starting and I go through the designs on Figma and stuff like that, I have a small heartache whenever I see the inset shadows.
Yeah.
It just like, no, please, no. And the once the designers get their eyes on specific design, like inset shadows, but drop shadows, those small details, they will be like, now it must be there. Like the app will not exist if that inset shadow is not there. It doesn't make sense anyway.
Yeah, typical designers.
Yeah, it's fun working with designers.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so we have filters, we have RFC with the Jest, we're getting rid of Jest. They actually mentioned it as a reason. Easy maintenance and not forcing VTest users to install Jest.
Yeah, although like removing Jest from the templates like 2 minutes, to be honest, like 30 seconds. It's like removing one file and one dependency. But still, it's nice to have a choice.
So there is one more thing from our friend. Secure communication between isolated React Native instances. So I think last time we mentioned that on the stream, there was no way to communicate between those instances.
Yeah, now there is.
And just to confirm, because I had a little bit of like problem understanding the need or the idea behind having multiple React Native instances, right? So my best guess was that we are getting more and more into those small how are they called? Not super apps.
Super apps.
Microphone. You want to say?
Yeah, something like that. So basically one big app running multiple smaller instances of applications. So, so this is for that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like speaking of, we had a repack release like 1 day ago with Other improvements, so like module federation can be even easier in React Native. Like repack powered by RSpack makes everything load faster, and yeah, even faster than Metro in some cases. And the bundles produced by repack are also smaller than the ones from Expo. So yeah, this is maybe not for everyone, but for some it will make like a lot of good stuff and improvements.
I feel like rarely there are people like in between. There are either people who are like, what's that? And they have no idea, or
Yeah.
people who are just basically pissing their pants because, oh, finally the thing arrived. And there are like rarely people who are like, oh, cool, I'm super cool that it happened. But so I think that I basically explained the idea of a niche, specific niche of like technology, or having people who are using the technology. But yeah, that's very, very amazing. Like there are plenty of industries where all of that could be like a month of changes and new stuff, right? And this is barely a week.
Yeah,
It's
and
crazy how it goes, right?
Yeah,
and it's all so it's a huge applause to the comment section and to listeners, because this is thanks to the community, for all of those amazing people who are working hard to make it a better and better framework to work with.
totally.
And that's amazing.
Totally.
Going through to like let's quickly scan if something piques anyone's interest. So this was the React communication between native instances. Development builds without an Apple Oh, ho, ho, ho. Show me that, my boy.
Speaking of free stuff.
I mean, honestly, that was one of my biggest issues. When I was writing an app, I was working on a productivity app. Of course, every developer is beginning like app to-do list, right? But I wanted to make it like ADHD friendly and stuff like that. But I couldn't like properly use the app without release because I didn't have an account, the developer account. And every 2 weeks, I had to basically rebuild everything and redeploy on my phone because, it would expire the certificates and stuff like that. So are you telling me now that it will be possible to have a development build that doesn't expire after 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
Create development builds locally. That's cool. Start development server with Expo Start. Reload the app. Oh, that's it?
Yeah, with ES, some things are pretty easy.
I need to learn more about the EAS and like Expo internals, because it seems more and more like automated and interesting.
Yeah,
very nice thing to learn.
Yeah, maybe you can have someone from Expo, like Beto, for example. I hope that I pronounced the name correctly. He is like very active in social media and like communicates stuff in really nice way so that everyone can understand it. Maybe he could jump in and talk about this stuff, because they are adding a bunch of fun stuff. And
yeah, maybe one day we could have like this type of stream, but dedicated to learning one specific thing.
Yeah,
like kind of like open workshops. It would be super cool. Like because currently we are trying to up to date everyone with the news and learn something along way. Maybe reversing the thing and trying to learn while exploring something would be also fun. So yeah.
You lost me. How would this work? The reverse.
Yeah, imagine that for a second here. Imagine that I'm an expert.
Okay, wait, let me take my seat.
Yeah, imagine that I'm an expert. Just for a second.
Wait, that might be hard.
Okay. So
too much.
Okay, so can we start with something easier?
Yeah, sure. Let's take it down a notch. Let's imagine that I'm a specialist in some specific minor thing, and I would like to share my knowledge. And we hop in the call. I share my screen. We set up the project, and we go through. You ask the questions. It's basically like open workshops. Let's imagine, I have an app and I'm like, I would like to connect it with EAS, and we have a specialist who knows how to do that. And we open my app. We of course, hide all of the secrets and stuff like that, and we connect that to EAS, so other people could hop on the stream and basically go through that and set up their EAS as well, while asking questions. Let's call it like everyone gathers in the same time, and everyone has a common goal, adding EAS to their Expo app, while having a specialist, instructing. It would be like, sorry, I'm just
I think
ranting.
It even has a name. It's like community sessions, like some products, especially AI products. I saw they are doing community sessions, and they are just sitting with the users and
sounds like fun.
Answering their questions. Yeah, it would be for sure.
Sounds like fun. Okay. Is there anything more that piques anyone's?
Yeah, I see a on-device text-to-speech on Apple devices with AI SDK.
Oh,
I wonder.
Did we make it this week? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is finally done. I actually was supposed, and I will try to work on this today, is the brand new example app. I vibe coded the new example, and I have surprisingly interesting proof of concept where I'm using the on-device LLM with 3 tools for interacting with on-device calendar through Apple API. And I am able to ask a question about what's on my agenda, blah, 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 things like that. And this is pretty interesting. So I'm hoping that I need to roll this out before your meetup, Shimon, actually. So one day or 1 day and a half to do this.
I was actually today working on the slides. So yeah, it's actually funny because we've all worked on this React Native AI package, and now it evolved so much when Mike jumped in. And I was today working on the keynote for this talk that I'm having next Tuesday on our AI meetup, and it was like going through the first proof of concept, showcasing that at the GeekConf in Berlin, and now we are having like React Native AI with AI SDK feature parity with like on-device text-to-speech. Like it evolved a lot, and from simple generation of the text, now that we can create agents.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah. So
sorry. Like the simple generation of a text.
Yeah. Like I know.
At this point, that's easy.
Yeah, I know that it took a while to make that on Android, and huge kudos for you to make it. Like but I hope that what I said made some sense, that we are expanding what we are doing, like from
actually
text to,
that is surprising. One of the most surprising things is that like my phone can now generate content, basically, right? And I'm quite vague on how to talk to my phone and have my in turn my voice onto text without sending it to a third party, like, OpenAI or stuff like that.
Yeah, that
And
is cool.
that's I mean, this
Yeah.
because like Mike, when you were working on that, for now we have text to speech, right? So basically synthesis of whatever your phone made and turning that into text. So did you play around maybe with the reverse process of taking the text, taking the voice and turning that into text?
Yes.
And how, like, was it harder, easier, annoying?
I mean, to do it natively, it is really annoying. And if you go back to the general blog of Callstack and we scroll a few articles down, you will have an article that probably insights.
Insights, yeah.
You will probably reach to an article that got into the newsletter last week. Yeah, this one. So that API is pretty confusing to do. I spent over a week trying to get it up and running. I was trying to get it up and running with array buffers, but it's here. So it's very simple. And it's more or less accurate. It is not as accurate as Whisper, but it is much faster.
But it also does the segmentation. Yeah, nice.
It's pretty cool. And I would say for basic UX, you would be surprised at how much you can build with those APIs. And I imagine there will be use cases where the quality is important, but perhaps not as important as you would think.
Okay, because you know what, like one of my dream devices. Did you watch Harry Potter?
Yeah,
I did, yeah.
And I bet you remember there was this one person who was a journalist, and she was writing articles about the competition. Was the she had this floating pen that was writing everything, noting everything she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
My dream device is that a thing I could put down while I have a conversation with someone. It's gonna listen to all of the conversation, do segmentation, and the diarization, basically the recognition of who is who, take notes, and like basically be like a scribe on a meeting. And it's currently completely, I mean, semi-possible to do with the phone, but the quality is subpar. I would depend on my phone with that, honestly. Yeah.
It sounds like a sales talk about these all AI wearables devices that you could
kind of, but
wear.
I don't.
And this AI friend.com was the domain for this AI pin that you could wear, and
yeah, the humane pin, I think.
Yeah, also like nowadays I see only memes about this one, and the founders, like, they disappeared basically.
Yeah, but you see, these are also like additionally unnecessarily complex. I would like to just have how are they called? It's not a tablet. It's a notebook. No, wait. What am I thinking about?
Describe.
It's basically like a tablet, but
now we would need a Neuralink so that we could...
Inkpad. Yeah, something like Inkpad, Pocketbook, or it has a name. God damn it! It's not, because ebook is just for reading, right? But there are special devices that also have this ink displays because they are very energy efficient, but you can also use a pen to write on them. They are basically like, smart paper.
Maybe type it, smart paper tablet.
Tablet just for note taking. Let's see like that. It's kind of a tablet. It's not that.
But like imagine
ink tablet. Yeah, the pocketbook, Matepad. Oh, an Onyx book. Yes, that's one of the devices I was thinking about buying. Images. So this is basically like a
Yeah, I know. I even saw one in person.
Yeah, and I would like to. So Maciej had it.
Not sure actually.
Oh, okay. So device like that, but only focused around transcribing your voice into the notes, editing your notes, and summarizing stuff. So only that. No like super extreme thinking, no like LLM possibilities, no like, oh, this is a tablet that knows everything. No, I don't care about that. Just listen what I say, transcribe it, summarize it for me in a separate tab, and allow me to edit it like only with my voice. That's all I want. And for some reason, even though people are thinking that AI will take our jobs soon, we still don't have a seemingly simple device like that. Like, please call me out on that. Am I crazy now to think that this is, with current technology, should be simple to do?
Yeah, totally. It's like, it's not that, this is, you have all the parts already. Like I sometimes think about like devices like Neuralink and how to work with them, for example. Like it's crazy when I listen to some podcasts to founders of Neuralink and that you plug something into your brain and it basically knows what what do you want to do after, like how you think. Like,
and
cool.
This is super annoying to me because on one hand we have Neuralink, you can plug something into your brain and control Minecraft with just your brain, but on the other hand, there is still no Siri in Polish language.
See, this is why Mike is re-implementing Siri.
But it's quite annoying. I mean, I have my device language set to English, and every time I'm using Apple CarPlay, I have such a big problem getting it to work because all my friends that I drive with me, they're like trying to speak Polish, and obviously it doesn't work, especially for voices and song names, right?
Yeah. Hey Siri, play. And
and often
never got it. Yeah.
just triggered my phone.
and it might be funny, but I always, first of all, for quite a while, I had a challenge for everyone, like try to ask Siri about the weather in Wrocław. I was unable to do that. Constantly, like I even tried Breslau at some point to sound more, it wasn't possible. At some point they fixed it, they improved that. But the other issue is that
there's no weather in Wrocław.
Yeah, like, no. Like it was recognizing the question, but it never understood that I'm asking for Wrocław. It even gave me some weird cities in France. I couldn't find Wrocław. But my biggest issue with that is that I often feel like such a douche for some reason. Like, sitting with my Polish friends and I'm like, Siri, set the timer for when everyone is talking Polish, like, I feel kind of weird about that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, great that we have our specialists taking care of the speech to text and text to speech on devices, because hopefully this will help bring my dream device to fruition. Is that a word?
Well, it is.
It is.
Can be said. Yes.
It is what it is. Maestro.
Yeah.
React Native executor, faster whisper transcription, Zod structured. output, zero copy data transfer.
Yeah. So here is the difference. If you want to use Whisper, you should probably use this library. If you want to use on device, that is not a Whisper, then you can use ours. And that's it.
It's as I said before Mike joined, it's always nice to have a choice.
Oh yes.
Here, the same case.
And
So-
we specialize in making choices.
But will there
Easy.
be at some point the option to use like Whisper with our library?
For MLC?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like I mainly ask you because I think plenty of people know that Whisper is the state of the art currently. Like whether you like it or not, this is the state of the art. Of course, including local stuff. When you are using like online transcribers, you have plenty of options, but no security. And honestly, I wouldn't like to like push my voice through the web for something else to transcribe it to text. Come on, that's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Now, like the biggest priority for us is to integrate with the LLMs that are shipped with the OS, and we have React Native AI Apple pretty much ready, waiting for the iOS release, which will happen 9th of September, and React Native is already prepared for that. So yeah, now the big Android left for us.
Okay, guys. Anything else from the newsletter you would like to discuss?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm actually quite happy that I was able to join and learn about it.
Yeah. We spent like an hour on the React section and an hour on React Native section. So
yeah, React had a couple of quite dope things as well.
Yeah.
The big O notation. Oh, that's tight. Okay, I'm gonna bookmark that. Yeah, sorry, but that's
Kevin, I would love to see your bucket list. Like probably it's
like the no call, I guess.
yeah. Like it's the metric.
Unfortunately, it is. Yeah, unfortunately, it is.
I think it's always like that, isn't it? Even if I think about the ones I do have, it's pretty much the same.
Like I'm trying to keep it clean usually, but because this looks like it's explained amazingly, clean, nice, but in the same time, it's not something you would read before bed, and not always. Not
Depends on the person. I would.
Yeah, it depends on the purpose if you want to go to sleep or not.
Yeah. And not always you have a strength after work to read that, right? So rarely there is a situation finally when you can read a heavy topic like that, and that's why it lands in the tabs. But I love resources like that. How we migrated Rush.js, rolling the dice with CSS random, useful CSS functions. S-lint, multi-threading, linting, RSPack. Oh, why is it in others? Oh, why?
I don't know. But yeah, like RSPack getting faster means repack getting faster too. Like free performance for repacks. So yeah, always nice to hear about. Oh, is there Mike there?
What's up?
Too?
Where?
Can you scroll down, Kevin? In this form? Yeah.
Oh, this form. Yeah. He's constantly here.
It looks like this one is sponsored by Mike Grabowski, for sure.
What? I'm here.
I feel like you are always up there like this section.
Can you refresh? Is it like always Mike or?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Wait.
But it is indeed true. Most of the newsletters are shit. But this one, okay.
Oh, you know what?
This one. Screenshot this one. This is good. This is good.
I really think, I'm starting to think, because I feel like we always seen Mike here. And I'm starting to think that maybe there is some sort of randomizer that takes those quotes from the list.
Yeah,
and that's
one person
why
per newsletter.
Mike is always on the first. So Mike is always on the newest, I would say, at least, because
something to check next week.
Yeah, if next week Mike will be the newest one again, then we know that I was right. Oh, wait, so 199, let's check 200. I might be wrong. I hate being wrong. But yeah, it looks like we went through with the newsletters.
Yeah.
And if, oh, look, 204, there is Mike.
Kevin's still checking that.
So, how is that? Like, maybe there's just two people.
Let me open the calculator. I'm opening the calculator because from 204 to 247, there is 43 people. So from 207 minus 43, so next one, Mike should be at 164.
But wait, are you just...
Oh, one miscalculation.
Yeah.
So Mike will be now on 163 or 16.
But wait, isn't this isn't random? You are just switching versions of the... You're just switching the releases of the newsletter? I thought you were just refreshing.
No, I was. Oh yeah, sorry, because I thought you see my URL. No, I was changing the version of the newsletter, so I was going up and down, and I might be wrong, but still. Maybe that's the reason, because sometimes there are more than one newsletter subscription boxes.
Oh no, it's so over, bro. So over. Your algorithm doesn't work.
What else can we do? See, that's the sneaky marketing. Just keep on giving testimonials out left and right, and you will find yourself everywhere. As simple as that.
I'm so confused. Wait, sorry, because I'm kind of playing a new game. Find Mike, or understand how to find Mike in the future. There must be some sort of rule. I mean,
you gotta read every newsletter and check. That's the rule.
Recently, I had. Okay. So 424. There is Mike. So question I have is that before Mike here, there is Addy, and here before Mike. Okay, I might be completely wrong. I'm sorry for that.
I got super confused.
I'm just trying to I'm getting crazy, and I'm trying to find the rules, trying to find rules where there aren't rules apparently. So my suggestion is to finish up the stream. We will go through. Can you, Mike? I'm. Oh yeah, the Bob bytes. The Bob. There is always this
Bytes dev.
bytes.dev, because they always have those riddles at the end. And or wasn't that bytes? It wasn't that.
What are you looking for, Kip?
Oh, latest issue. Yes. The pop quiz.
Oh no.
To finish the stream. So here's the question: what gets logged? We have a function that it takes in the port from new URL passed. If port is 80, you're using the default port. If port is 440, you're using the default secure port. If you're running a port.
This will be sometimes 2 console logs and sometimes just 1, right?
Yeah.
Please look into the. I wish. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind there is no return, right? So.
Yeah. So.
Or there is a catch. I don't know.
There will be always you are running on port X. This will be logged every time. So there will be 80 you are running. Then you are running. You are running.
I see. Where is the catch?
What is the catch?
I will give you a few seconds. But no. Basically, it will fail at syntax because, like, see this if line. There's no space. There is no.
No, that we we were overthinking this that way with Łukasz last week.
And okay, so this is how they are displaying code snippets, or what?
Maybe, yeah, but this is not a catch, so something gets logged, and I just think that if you are correct, and maybe because I'm not sure how this port will be basically parsed. Is port a string or URL? So, sorry, a string or a number?
I mean, if you are taking it from the URL, it would be a string. No?
I want to paste. Oh my God. Allow pasting. New URL with that dash port. Oh. That.
See.
Oh. But wait, why? Oh. Okay. That's I'm surprised. Because the 80 is the default port. So it will not be displayed.
So that was the catch.
I think so, yeah. The 8080 is not a default port.
There you go.
So there are 2 catches. Apparently, this will be the first catch, but the second catch will be that there is no return, as you said, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh no! No way. 443 is a default secure port as well.
Yeah, because it's HTTPS.
So it's also not returned in the port. But
multiple catches, yeah. But what happens if you use 443 with HTTP? Does it have the port in the?
Oh, that's an interesting question. If this will be HTTP with the port, yes, yeah, that's very nice catch.
Yeah.
So I assume that if you would go to HTTPS with the port 80, it will also have a port. Okay. Okay, that. So this would be basically you are running on port. Well, this will be never. Okay, are we confident and are we ready to see the answer?
Yeah.
So this will be you are running on port 80. You are running on port 8080. You are running on port 443, and you are running. So there will be okay. And the answer is
No answer. No logs.
yeah. Oh,
Great.
right. There will be you are running on port empty. Yeah, right.
This is really confusing.
Why? Yeah, this will be always logging only
Like
that.
when you do URL with port 80, I would expect to be able to figure out the port.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
it's interesting because it seems like the default ports you need to have additional conditional. If the port is an empty string, then check the protocol. If secure is true, then it's 443 or 80.
No, not really, because if you are running on HTTP and you are running on port 443, it will be displayed. So this is this case here. Can I make it bigger? Yeah.
I see.
So on HTTP with 443, it returns, but on HTTPS, port 443 is default. And the same situation, but like the opposite, happens with port 80. So here, HTTPS is that, but HTTP with port will be empty. Yeah.
Easy.
And another surprising thing is that port is a string. That's also kind of surprising.
Not only for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking at the beginning of the stream about query params and saving stuff to the URL. So I guess we made a whole loop or whole circle about other things and back to query params.
Yeah, and that's
params, basically.
That's kind of beautiful, honestly, that we started on that.
So I think. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying I'm looking up the origins of the URL spec, and it appears they originate from mid-2000. And the reason port is a string is because URL is a string and it is parsed as a string, so they just remain as a string. And also an empty string is better than 0 because empty string can represent the absence of a port, which is semantically different from having a port number of 0.
Because this can be also used as a Boolean false.
It's not that easy creating a spec.
Nice. Okay.
I'm checking why they removed the port 80.
That can go back to. Oh
no, you removed it.
Yeah,
I think okay. So here is an interesting thing. One of the reasons port 80 is removed is because it's the default, and when you compare two URLs, one with the port 80 provided and one without port 80 provided, you want them to be equal, right?
Yeah,
they're the same. So for simplicity, you just drop it rather than providing it.
Okay, makes
Interesting.
sense. This must be super annoying to. One of the very interesting things like to check out. I've seen that in one video about typography. A guy was implementing parsing types. Typography to render fonts, right? And one of the funniest things he showed was the spec for Apple fonts. Apparently, Apple fonts had quite complex and weird specs, and they were bulletproofing for the future with very weird things and very, very funny approach. But maybe I'll prepare that for the next stream.
Sounds like a good idea. Is the stream happening next week or not? Because we have.
I think that actually, let me turn on slowly that. Actually, next week, from what I know, there will be no our weekly stream because there will be a studio stream from the conference.
Yeah, so still a lot of content, even more.
Yeah, even more. Here we have a response from Ryan. He says, if the port is the default port, yeah. So yeah, okay. We got confirmation. That's great. Okay, guys. Any last words?
Yeah,
It was nice joining you guys.
Yeah, it was really
And-
quick, 2 hours, but
It always goes
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, indeed.
So, thank you, Szymon, very much for joining me today. I would literally piss my pants if I would be doing that by myself, but you made that.
You would do good. Like,
well, maybe. Thankfully, I didn't have to find out because it was a pure pleasure having you on.
yeah, thanks for inviting me.
You have an open invitation. If you ever would like to join us or co-host, feel free to, as always. Thank you, Mike, very much for joining us as a surprise guest, but always welcomed, and always happy to see you with all of you, and hopefully a lot of listeners. We will see you at the conference next week, our React Universe conference. That's happening in Wrocław next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can meet a lot of great people, listen to plenty of amazing workshops and presentations, and most of all, build connections, talk to other people, because in React and React Native world, it's all about community, isn't it?
Exactly.
It is.
Nice.
Well said, Kevin. Well said. I wouldn't do it better myself.
I guess you would. you would.
I see the last time I was here, you were not as expressive as you are. Clearly making great progress, I guess.
It's all thanks to the microphone.
Only me and Szymon, we can be the guests of the master of the ceremony of this live stream.
Totally.
Well, I had the opportunity to learn from the best. So that's the only reason why I progress so nicely. Okay, enough of that sweetness. Thank you, Ryan, for compliments. Simple Amazing, thanks for sharing. And with all of that, thanks y'all for today. Next week, maybe I will join on some, stream studio sessions. I don't know yet. My suspicion is that since this is a company conference, I'm not PG friendly.
Not friendly enough, huh?
Not enough. So if you want, a clean, nicely streamed conference studio, I might drop in, but I'm not gonna be the main host. and that's a very good choice, I think. there will be too many rants, and with the conference, it's all about the participants. So, yeah, thank you again, and see you next week. See you on the conference.
Yeah,
I
see you in the
guess-
space.
Yeah, and I guess bye-bye. I'm not sure. Like Łukasz has a nice way of ending those streams. Like he hides the participants, he like talks later, and I guess I'm just gonna click end stream like
No,
right
you
now.
You cannot. You have to do the thank you screen. It's
Oh,
Yeah.
this one.
right there. Yes.
That's all.
Exactly, and we just have to keep removing ourselves. So first I remove Shimon, then I remove myself, and then you will say bye-bye to everybody.
Okay. And then now, bye-bye. Thanks all, folks. That's all. I misread the last thing.